Hey, what's goody, Fry gang? Before I start, and since I'm always being pestered about this and I always forget, y'all should definitely come my very boring and uneventful Discord server. Nothing ever goes on in there and everyone hates each other, no one gets along. So you are sure to have a very terrible time in there. So come slide on through and say what's goody. But this video is very overdue. I had already made a video talking about Big Man and Shiver and why they are perceived the way they are, and kind of Lil Judd. That one didn't do too well, but it's finally time for Frye. And the reason why this video was put off for so long was, first, I didn't even really know what to put in the thumbnail. All right, I was stuck for so long trying to think of why so blank, that word. I couldn't figure out that word for the life of me. And even after thinking about this, I still don't really even know what it is about Frye that she's perceived the way she is. It's still kind of tough to figure out. Before we even get into all that, I kind of just want to debunk one of the dumbest and most ludicrous ones I've heard. One of the reasons is that, you know, she's a person of color. All right, Frye being Indian, I don't think anyone hates her or dislikes her, thinks she's disgusting or whatever because she's got a little bit of melanin. Now, mind you, unfortunately, there probably are some people who don't like Frye for that reason alone, which is very fucked. But overall, no, okay? That's just dumb. It's not because she's a person of color. And I mean, even the previous game debunks that with Marina. Marina was by far the more popular idol for a large part of Splatoon 2's lifespan, and just like Shiver, Marina was the one winning Splatfests over and over and over and over again. She won 7 in a row. So okay, so just because they got a little bit of melanin, that doesn't mean anything. Okay, that's wild to think that. But I think a large part of it is because of Frye's design. Now, a lot of people aren't too fond of Frye's design, and I can see why. I don't necessarily agree with it, but I can understand why. I mean, first, you already know, we all know her forehead. Everyone makes fun of how big her forehead is, this and that and this, which I never really understood forehead jokes for Pearl and Frye because their foreheads aren't even that big. They're normally sized, their hairlines are just pushed back. So it looks like their foreheads are massive when they really aren't. Not gonna lie, the forehead jokes do get a little bit tiring and old to see. But Frye's outfit, I like her outfit a lot. I think it's adorable and fits her very well, but I can understand why people don't like it. The yellow crop top is very nice, but it's the pants and the open-toed socks. The open socks like that, I'm not a fan of. I don't like that. I don't like feet as it is, and that just doesn't look right. And then the pants, it just kind of looks like she's wearing a trash bag, which I think is funny, but at the same time, that's so disrespectful to my girl Frye, bro. Y'all cannot do her like that. How are y'all gonna do Frye like that? She's not wearing a trash bag. Okay, I've seen some people say that, and it makes me laugh every time, even though it shouldn't. I love Frye, but it kind of does look like she's wearing a trash bag. I'm not even gonna lie. Which, I mean, adds to the, like, adorable factor of it. So, I mean, hey, it's a pass for me. And I haven't really played too much of story mode at all. I'm not really a big fan of any of the Splatoon story modes, except for the DLC ones, funny enough, Octo Expansion and Side Order. I'll play those over and over and over again before I even beat any of the story modes once. It's kind of sad. But yeah, even though I haven't played much of the Splatoon 3 story mode specifically, I don't know too much about Frye. I don't know if she gets lore in the story mode, but her personality is like very goofy and all over the place and just wacky. Now that is very endearing and charming for a lot of people. Like, I think that shit is absolutely adorable. It fits her so well. I love my goofy gal. But a lot of people find that very annoying and think it's immature and whatever, which I understand. Like, in real life, I don't really like that either. people just being all over the place and extra for no reason. I can't stand that. But for some reason it's different for Frye. I don't mind it for Frye. So I can see why people wouldn't like that, but it's really not that bad. And I was even looking online because I'm so confused about it. I even went and looked online to see why people don't like Frye so much. And what I came across the most is just her design and her forehead. A lot of people don't find her design appealing. She's kind of have like an unconventional design, not really with like her outfit, but just like herself, with like her ears, the eyelashes, the eyebrows, typically just like her face. A lot of people find her to look very weird, not really appealing, which I mean, I guess is fair. Not everybody is going to like everything, but overall, I don't have an issue with Frye really at all, if you couldn't tell, minus the toeless socks. Those shits can go. Give her like full-on socks and then she'll be a perfect character, I swear. I don't like those goddamn socks. And it's so like weird to play with because obviously I gotta rock the full Frye amiibo outfit when I'm playing in game, but those socks are just But other than that, Frye's amazing. I love everything about her. I do hope if Splatoon 4 for some reason does have Deep Cut returning, I do hope we get some more lore on Deep Cut, just like we did for Off the Hook in Octo Expansion and Side Order. They're getting the real treatment here, and just like Squid Sisters did in Splatoon 2 and 3. So I'm hoping in some future game or whatever, whether that be the art book or whatever, that we'll get more Deep Cut lore, because I gotta learn more about my girl Frye. And for the last part, this is probably the most controversial, but it is definitely a factor, and it's kind of like an Ouroboros. It's like a self-fulfilling cycle. So you already know we gotta talk about Splatfests. Frye has lost so many Splatfests. She's lost most of them. And even when she's given the best teams, she'll still lose, and that's just because I think Tricolor is a bit wacky and needs to be reworked a little bit. But I'm not getting into that again because that made a lot of people mad for some reason. But yeah, Frye has lost a ton of Splatfests, and I have no doubt that some people will just absolutely refuse to choose Frye's team, even if it's a team that they like, just because they don't want to lose a Splatfest. And so the fact that Frye keeps on losing Splatfests could like in turn subconsciously make people start to not like Frye. And since they don't like Frye, they won't choose Frye's team, so she will continue to lose Splatfest. It's just a self-destructive cycle. But really the only complaints that I found was just that her very unconventional, unappealing design and the forehead. That's really it. I mean, the personality too, it's just like Callie times 300, just even more just energetic and over the top, which I can definitely understand the turnoff to, since I'm not a fan of that either. But yeah, my girl Frye needs some justice. Give it like a year or two when the forehead joke starts to run dry, then people will come around and truly appreciate Frye. So all of my day one Frye enjoyers, I'm here. We're here. I love Frye. All of you fakes who gonna start liking Frye now that the forehead jokes are over, yeah, no, stay with Big Man. All right, we don't want y'all. We do not claim you. Stay where you're at. True Frye enjoyers over here. But that's really about it. Just a nice chill video to just talk about Frye because I love Frye. Next video will be back to like my regularly edited and structured content. I've been slacking a lot really since Side Order came out because I've just ran out of video ideas, but I will figure something out. Anyway, that's it. See you next mission and play some goddamn Splatty.